Hey everyone, Free Indeed here, and this Muhammad Monday I wanted to do a little bit of something different, and it's really just talking about something that's really been on my mind probably for the last, week or so, maybe 2 weeks, and that topic kind of feeds off of a comment that I got on one of my Muhammad Monday videos. I get a lot of interesting comments, as you can imagine. I always enjoy reading them and kind of going back and forth and spitting ideas back at each other, and it's fun. I enjoy it. But one of the comments in particular kind of stuck with me, and it was a Muslim guy, and he was commenting about how Islam, in 600 AD and after, was more morally superior than Europe at the time, and therefore Islam is correct because, they didn't, he kind of made a bunch of weird comparisons, but he's like, they were living in their own feces, and they were like disgusting barbarians and ignorant and all this stuff. And I was just kind of surprised that this was the argument that he was making, rather than trying to say that, Muhammad's character is more superior than Christ. He says that Islam as a whole was better than Europe as a whole during the time. I just thought that was interesting. Like, why not compare Muhammad to Christ? Why can't you just do a direct comparison? Why can't you just say Muhammad's character and his morality and every one of his actions was superior to Christ? Why not make that argument instead? And I think the answer is kind of obvious, that you can't make that comparison. You can't say that because we all know, Muslims know, I know, everyone knows, Christ's morality, Christ's character, Christ's actions, all far superior to Muhammad. I think everyone would agree with that. And I remember talking to a Muslim actually on a college campus, and I was talking to him, doing some evangelism and stuff, and I remember saying, like, why don't you try and follow the example of Christ, as it is, morally superior to Muhammad? And his answer was surprising, because he said that Christ's example was too perfect, that no man could ever achieve it. But Muhammad is more of a human, that is something that we could achieve. And I was just like, wow, that's actually an interesting answer, that even you're admitting that Jesus Christ is a morally superior person to Muhammad, and yet you follow Muhammad's teachings and not Jesus's teachings. But what I do want to talk about is something I actually remember Jordan Peterson talking about. It was a big debate. It was him, William Lane Craig, and some woman philosopher. I can't remember her name, but anyway, they were debating about something, and I remember Jordan Peterson starts talking about a dream that he had. And the dream goes something like this, that he was standing in a graveyard, and he was in a graveyard full of past kings, past, great men of history, whether it be, Roman emperors or like the ancient gods that they have stories about, like Gilgamesh and Anat and Asherah and, all of these great gods of the past and great emperors and kings. And his dream goes like this: all of the graves open up. All of the graves open up, and all of these great figures of the past, rise out of their grave. And every single one of those characters bows down to the figure of Jesus Christ. All of them bow down to the figure of Jesus Christ, because all of those great characters of the past, they may have been great in their own way. Maybe they were great in their power, in their abilities, or maybe they were great in their morality. But Christ is the epitome of all of them combined. He is the perfect representation of what a human being should be. And I thought that was such a powerful example, such a powerful dream of truly who the figure of Jesus Christ is. Now, I'll tell you one thing. If I found out tomorrow some huge, groundbreaking discovery, archaeology discovers that all of the Gospels were fabricated, all of them were lies, everything about them were a lie, and Jesus was not a real person, just totally mythological, whatever. Even if I found out all of that stuff, I, as a man, as as a human being, I would not be able to help myself. I would have to try and still base my life on Jesus Christ. Because even if I found out he was fake, I still believe with all of my heart that he is the perfect representation of what a man should be like. It really is amazing when you think about it. The things he said, the things he did. I can't think of a single thing that he did that I think was morally wrong or even morally in question. I think everything that he did was morally perfect. And that is a stark contrast to Muhammad. I think you could probably tell that based on some of my content, but I don't think that Muhammad was necessarily a morally superior character. Yeah. So I don't know. That's kind of just really what I wanted to talk about today. I thought it was just a really interesting, it's been on my mind, so I just felt like I had to talk about it. I do apologize if my content changes in the near future, maybe isn't as devoted and amazing, or I don't know, whatever you guys think it is. It's honestly, to me, it's all just a joke. But yeah, I will be working, a new job soon. I'm starting a ministry job, and I'll be working 40 hours a week there. And I do plan on keeping my side business that I've been doing. This should add about a 20-hour week too. So I'll be working 60 hours a week. I have my first kid on the way, which I'm very excited about. And yeah, it's just going to be pretty busy. And if you didn't know, I'm still actually in getting my master's degree. So I'm doing all of these things all at once. So I will try and keep up with the content. Maybe I'll move it to just one video a week. Who knows? But I hope you're still enjoying the content. And if you like, feel free to comment, like, subscribe, the deal, YouTube stuff. I don't know. Anyway, hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching.